Hello everybody and welcome back to the workshop. Maserati is at home and we are waiting for parts for that, which is a bit of a pain, but that is part of that project. I want to be moving on to that Range Rover very soon. I've got to get a couple of things out of the way, so I've just got to finish this golf buggy. I need to get that working the mower, so I can use that at home. It's nice weather again this summer. But my new daily driver has arrived, so I need to quickly go over that to make sure it's actually, good enough for a daily driver. And it's a fun little project. Not much to do, maybe. So here it is, the new daily driver, potentially. It's a bit of a project, but not too much of it. I mean, it's got a reasonable amount of issues, and it's done quite a few miles. But this should replace the 1 Series, be a little bit more practical, just as economical, and, well, I think it's a little bit, I like it more than the 1 Series, it's more my style. So before I plug it in and see how many fault codes it has, because there's a shed load on the dash, let's get it cleaned up, because I hate mucking around with dirty cars. While I'm cleaning the outside of the car, so it's a nice place to work on, and I've got a better idea what sort of state the thing's in, I'm going to clean the aircon. Because it's that time of year, you use it all the time. You really should do this once a year, because if you ever looked inside all the vents and everything, you would be horrified. They are like a horror movie. So this is obviously, I just sort of basically leave the car running for 15 minutes with the aircon on full after spraying this out. So I'll do that while I'm washing the car. Right. Oh, let's get out, let's get out. Oh. Ah. Right, bit cleaner, and I absolutely hate working on dusty, dirty cars. Now let's find out what's wrong with it. Car access system, chassis management, ABS has got a problem, power steering's got a problem, ride height's got a problem. Oh, okay, junction box electrics. IRS airbag, compartment lid, central gateway, the telephone, instrument cluster, parking sensors, footwell module, display, air conditioning. This is okay. So let's clear all the codes and start again. Is usually the best bet. Also, this car was sat around for a little while, so lots of this stuff could be there because the battery was a little bit flat. Let's see what happens. It's got a long list of warning lights, an exhaust rattle, and one of the air springs on the back of this seems to be collapsing. So, let's have a quick look over and make sure we know what we're dealing with. First off, as it does keep on telling us that there is a pad warning. And it's more likely the sensor, because the previous owner did say he'd changed them and he had that problem at step. But always check. It's always a good thing to check out your brakes. They're fairly important. It's not about distrust, it's about... No, they're good on that side as well, they're new. It's about knowing the car that you are driving. Right, that side's good. It's got plenty of meat on it. Da-da. And, yeah, okay, so that is going to be a wear sensor. So we have brakes, so we know what that is. We need to check out the sensors for that, but it does mean that it's safe to drive. The rear air spring. So loads and loads of cars Old cars, if you had loads of stuff in the boot of your car, you'd have a little dial, and it would it will angle the headlights to allow for the fact that you're not blinding people because you've got loads of stuff in the boot of your car. The law became, with xenons and projector headlights and all the rest of it, the law was either the headlights are self-leveling, which is obviously quite expensive, that's why the headlights are so expensive, or to make it slightly easier, and on cars like this, which are supposed to have lots of stuff in, super saloons, the Range Rover, you have self-leveling suspension on the rear. So if you've got lots of stuff in the back, the car levels itself, it creates a much better ride, cheapens the headlights ever so slightly because they're not self-leveling, and allows for the relevant part of the law because you're never blinding somebody with those headlights. Range Rover, they're famous for this, and they have all 4 corners so they can go off-road and access height and all the rest of it. This is dropping on one side, and I've known this car for quite a while. I know someone's done the other side, so basically it's change act. If you don't change it, it'll carry on raising with the compressor, you'll burn the compressor out. So it's supposed to be quite an easy job. So let's just get that one done. Now, this car has had, so that's the passenger side. Can you see that? That is, hang on. Oh, there we go, right. So this is the passenger side. Basically that is an air spring. So rather than a traditional coil spring, you have this, which can inflate and deflate to deal with ride height. And on this side, you have one that looks significantly more worn. So let's get that changed out. And this is what a brand new one looks like, in a bag and everything. So I am required to change fuse, or pull fuse, something out of here, which will turn the compressor off. Yes, right. Now, apparently, we rotate this one. That's about 30 degrees anti-clockwise. That's about right. You really want to be going that way, don't you? Yeah. Come on. Yeah. There. So that sits like that. You're all in, and there's a bit of. There we go. So right now we're slammed, aren't we? As all the youths want to do to their car. Right, let's come on. Oh, good. Okay. Good. Oh. We're making some noises. Whee. Yeah, up, 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 up and away. That's looking about right. That's looking about right. Happy, happy days. On to another problem.